shall we start with something different, something that we are very, very naturally accustomed to? That is, how do you succeed in a corporate?
How do you succeed in corporate? Um, do whatever your boss tells you to do. That's how you succeed. No, I think that, yeah, I mean, I don't know. I think for me, it's two things that won't never change. So hard work, period, right? Number one. And number two, just a little bit of luck, man. Or just be prepared when opportunities present themselves.
So in my opinion, success in corporate is more of a chess game. You
Mm.
have to be smart. You have to be, you have to use the unconventional wisdom oftentimes. My learning was that uh, everybody can do the work in office. That's not a big deal. I mean, anybody who's assigned the work, 90-95% people do it. But it was about the personal branding, I would say. Means people should know you for something when
Yeah.
you are in office. You have to find that personal branding. Otherwise, it is very, very difficult for you to like succeed properly. That was one point. Second was that, okay, we often learn the hard skills in college, school, and everywhere, but nobody teaches us the soft skills. And those soft skills are far more important than the hard skills, I would say. So, like my assumption, or if I have to give a ratio to these two types, then 30-70 is what I felt was the importance of these things, which is 30% of the importance was of the hard skills, 70% was of the soft skills. Means how do you speak, how do you present yourself,
Yeah.
how do you dress up? That gives such a powerful message to your audience that whether are you serious or you are just somebody who walked into the office because he was forced to be there.
Mhm.
This is
No,
better.
but yeah, I agree with you. Like the personal branding is key. Pat, like, do you remember I used to tell you that too? Like, how do you want to be known? Or you want to be known as like let's put it in this context, right? Like the most knowledgeable, most experienced, hardest worker, um, just nice, pleasant to be with, sharp. I guess all those are positive, right? Or do you want to be also like the negatives too, which the majority of people consultants out there fall into that? Lazy, they don't say what they say they don't do what they say they were gonna do. Entitled, disrespectful. Those are the attributes that many consultants get called. And on top of that, right? Actually, I'm not gonna say it, but yes. So no, I agree with you, Pratibimb. That personal brand is key, and the soft skills. How, like, do people like to work with?
So personality overall, my experience has been that the personality plays a very, very important role in corporate. Means your personality matters a lot. For example, there was a senior guy in my team. He knew in and out of success factors. And even if you wake him up in at the middle of the night, he'll tell you whatever you need right there. But he used to sit in the corner, never talk to anyone, uh, and you won't even hear him unless he's forced to speak. And
Yeah, wow.
he always complained to me that I never get promoted, and you no, he did not directly say you, but he was like, others get promoted, I don't get promoted even though I work hard. He used to work hard, he used to know his stuff really well, but never got promoted. I In that conversation, I tried to explain him in very polite way that what you are focusing on is the 30%, that the hard skill, but you're not focusing on the 70% part of it. Be more seen. I mean, be present, contribute beyond the regular work that you're doing. And he unfortunately never realized it, and he was at that designation for really long until company felt that, oh my god, such a senior person is sitting at such a junior designation, why we'll have to give him the next level. So
Yeah.
my experience has always been that you have to speak, you have to be presentable, honest. There were a lot of hacks, in fact, which I used, which really worked well. For example, my boss, he used to come. In fact, my partner, not my boss. My boss's boss. He used to come at 9 sharp, and I made sure that I also enter office ballpark 9. So what used to happen was nobody is around in the office. I started loving it by the end, but he always knew that okay, they will never say. Basically, whatever goes in the subconscious mind, people never, they don't even know that it is there in the subconscious mind of, but they do observe. They will never say. So that is what you have to think about when you are in a corporate, that how does the subconscious mind of people around you works, what do they want, what are they looking for. And the minute you realize it, it would be very simple for you to actually be a good person in a corporate, because uh, generally people perceive you from the subconscious mind, not from the conscious mind often.
When I started, I'm like, okay, I don't have nothing to offer. I just started, but nobody's gonna outwork me. I was sitting with the laptop open and ready to go, not showing up, sitting at 6 a.m. every day for 3 years, and I always was the last one to leave. Whether I agree with the philosophy or not, that's what I did. And I was always make sure I was online, and when someone texts it, reply right away. That was kind of my brand, my first few years, and it paid off very, very well. Now it's the opposite, especially with clients. Are you available? I'm not. Because that almost like if you're always available, right, it diminishes a little bit the value that you bring, right? Versus, if it's kind of if your time it's more for luxury, now you kind of have to maximize it, right? But also you can't do that once you're just starting, right? Because so my
Yeah,
point is that I agree with you, Pratibimb, like that 70% is so important, but also I think it's important to understand, because it changes, right? It changes, like how do you want to be
absolutely,
seen,
yes.
you as you evolve professionally. Yeah.
You cannot say yes to everything. It is like you will be dead by it if you say yes to everything. So you have to actually, the art of saying no is that you gauge the opportunity without, just don't say no abruptly. Think about it, whether it is worth my investment. Then, if
Yeah.
it is, then go for it. Otherwise, say no to everything else, or otherwise delegate or redirect it to the right person. My theory is that you have to actually manufacture luck. Means you, it's all in your head. I mean, basically, I do things which will make me get lucky. It's about being smart on whom you hang out with, what do you do, whom you help. Be conscious of what you're doing, and does it aligns with your vision or the luck. Basically, I feel that the luck is vision. Where you want to go is what you are manifesting or trying to be there. If your vision is clear, your actions would kind of redirect you towards that direction. So my philosophy about luck is that you have to manufacture luck. You have to do things that make you lucky. Luck won't happen just like that.
This a saying, I keep saying it. I think more people are more afraid of success than of failure. Like how we should be afraid of success, right? But then it's like if I put, let's say, Palak, I push you right now, tomorrow, you are the CEO of Amazon. So you're gonna get, so literally you're gonna get called by every newspaper. Oh, and by the way, tomorrow you're gonna get presented in the in the quarterly meeting. So all investors worldwide are gonna be listening to you, and you got 2 minutes to speak to introduce yourself, and that's gonna make or break your career at Amazon. shit, it's like now, I'm not prepared for that. My point with the comment is that you gotta be ready, right? You gotta prep, right, for when luck presents itself, whether
Yeah.
you manufacture it or it should happen.